How cool is that? Hi, I'm Ben from Sundown RV. Today we're going to have a look at the Hilltop Hotham 21 foot limited edition. So it's a special build that Dan over at Hilltop has built for us with everything on it. And when I say everything, it's like one with the lot and then a whole lot more stuff as well. So it's really showcasing all sorts of options. You could have this van, you can have it built like this with everything on it, or you could take some of these items and put them on your van. I'll move around quite quickly because I don't want the video to go for hours and hours, and there's really a lot of stuff to see on this van. So let's start on the outside. Over here we've got a picnic table. It's not just a picnic table. This is a brand new innovative picnic table with storage behind it. So you've got shelves here, you've got your bracket for your TV there. So the Caravan comes with a large smart TV, so we've got the big heavy duty bracket. And then we've got the light up here, which can be either white or orange. And then heavy duty struts so that you can put your, giant cup of coffee or whatever it is that you want to put on this picnic table. So that's really cool. Something new, something we haven't seen before. We've got Fusion speakers. So if you've ever heard of Fusion sound system, the sound quality from them is awesome. It's really different. It's great. If you like your music, you'll love the Fusion sound system. Next to the picnic table, we've got an entertainment hatch. So TV would go on the bracket in the picnic table, and then we've got our power connections there. So we've got USB charging points there, antenna connection in the middle, and 12 volt power at the bottom there. Underneath are the controls for the Fusion sound system, so that you don't have to go inside to play around with your music and your volume and all that. You've got it all there in your entertainment hatch. 240 volt power, of course. And then over here we've got the controls for the airbag. So this Caravan comes with Cruisemaster XT Level 3 air suspension. And the beauty of the air suspension is that you can, apart from the airbags absorbing so much vibration, so it protects the Caravan, gives you a very smooth ride. I'll turn the compressor off so we haven't got the noise. But you can adjust each of the sides for levelling when you arrive at your destination just using the airbag. So no more need for levelling ramps or any other devices. It's just on the remote control, which is just there, and it's just up and down on the button, lifts one side up or the other side up. So it's very cool. We might make a special video for that just to show how that works. We won't go into it right now, but it's very simple. All right, as I said, I'm going to try and keep moving it around fairly quickly. So 240 volt outlet there, so that's handy for toaster or kettle or whatever, and you've got two in there already. Now we've got 16-inch wheels, all-terrain light truck tyres, so big heavy duty wheels. And then underneath, and we'll have a look when we go around the back, we'll have a look underneath, is our XT air suspension, so we will come back to that. Now moving right along, over here we've got our Starlink access port. Now this one is the one where you plug in your Starlink dish, which you'd sit either on the ground or on a pole, wherever outside, and you plug that into this connection here, and then on the inside you have a similar connection or same sort of connection, and you plug the modem in on the inside. So that's what that's all about. Now the windows, they're actually quite interesting. So these are new, flat on the outside windows. So if you have a look at this one, they're very smooth, very sleek, and very modern. So that's the new windows that are available. And then we've got the high checker plate and the composite walls on the outside, which looks beautiful. Okay, moving along, so the geometric awning. Now over here we've got our tunnel boot and we've got our bullfinch gas bayonet, so that's for plugging in your barbecue. Plug it in up there, there's no crawling under the van to plug it in. It's just really convenient, easy to use. All right, now I've got to show you this is great. So in here we've got the geometric slide out kitchen, and have a look at this. So 3 burners, full sink, and the chopping board. So it's a beautiful unit, it's great to use. You've got storage underneath. For the sink, we've got taps just down there next to the van where you just connect your hoses to, and then your gas bayonet or gas hose plugs straight into the bullfinch gas bayonet there. So that's a beauty, I love it. Moving around, we've got this super duper, or probably super duper box on the front. So we've got a light on the front there, which turns on by touching it. Right there, I've got to get the hang of these touch lights. So it can be white, it can be orange, which is the anti-bug, and then white and orange, and then off. So lots of options. All right, in the box itself, that pops open that way. We've got the slide out tray. So if you wanted to, say, add a Weber BBQ barbecue, that would fit straight onto there, and then you could plug into there, or just use it for general storage. Having the tray just makes it easy to access and use the whole space, so that's awesome. Like that. Moving around, we've got the stone guard on the front. Now, the way that Hilltop has set this one up is we've got the jockey wheel here, and we've also got the Bulldog electric jockey stand. So for me, that would be only a backup plan. I don't expect anything will ever go wrong with these. I don't have any problem with them, but we can still put a jockey wheel on as well. But it wouldn't normally have them both on. Now the way this works, you turn it on, and then you just go up and down by pushing the button. So I want to lift up. Just goes that way. Now I have got the legs down on the van, so I'm not going to go too far up or down. But it just means there's none of this winding or cranking. It's really easy. So no stress there, no sweat. Straight for the beer. It doesn't have to be a beer, it could be a glass of water. But straight for the cold drink without having to do any hard work on the jockey wheel, no hard work on the levelling. So it all is really luxury needs. Now, this Caravan, because it's got everything on it, actually weighs 3.1 tonnes empty and can go up to just under 4 tonnes maximum weight. So you do need a substantial tow vehicle for towing it. And on the front here, we've got a DO45 hitch. So it's very similar to the DO35, except that it's rated for 4.5 tonne rather than 3.5 tonne. And the Caravan itself is rated up to a maximum of 3,980 kilos. So you'd be looking at either, a Ford F-Truck, upgraded Land Cruiser, Ram, those sorts of vehicles that can go over 3.5 tonne would be ideal for towing this Caravan. Right, let's keep moving on. I notice here we've got the light for the sway control, so we've got electronic sway control on this van. We've got the tank here for the diesel heater, so it comes with the diesel heater. It's got fuel gauge on the top, so you know how much fuel's in there at any time. The other side of the toolbox, we've got another slide out. So perfect for a little generator. I don't think you'll need one with this van, but if you want to take it, if you feel better about having a generator with you, that's the perfect spot for it. Otherwise, it's more storage. So it goes in like that. Okay, so moving on along, so this is our tunnel boot, that's the other side. So as you can see, you've got a light in the boot here, you may not be able to see, and you've got the compliance plate there, which gives us our weights and all that sort of thing in there. Now right under the van here is our batteries. So we've got this van loaded with two 200 amp hour lithium batteries, and then up on the roof, we've got 5 200 watt solar panels, so 1,000 watts of solar on the roof, 2 200 amp hour lithium batteries, and then to work with all of that, we've got a 2,600 watt auto switching inverter. So when you unplug the mains power, you've got 240 volts throughout the Caravan, apart from the battery charger, hot water service, and the fridge. So they won't work off 240 volts from the inverter. That's how these are set up. All right, so you get the best use out of your batteries, but you can run the air conditioner, you can run the microwave, one at a time, but they'll all work off the actual batteries. All right, water tanks, we've got one filler going to the 2 tanks. Now we've got 2 extra large tanks, so they're something around about 110 litres each, so a lot of storage for water, and filled both through there. Keeping on moving around, what have we got here? So we've got a large compressor fridge, so that access door at the top there, that's to access the back of the fridge, but it's not something you normally need to access. That's your toilet cassette, of course. Now here, this is good. This is our hot water service. It's an instantaneous hot water service. So if you're on mains water at a caravan park, shower as long as you want. Ladies, do your hair. Men, do your hair as well, if you've got any. Some do. Some of us don't, but yes. So so long showers if you want them. When you're free camping, obviously you're limited by how much water you've got in your tanks, but extra large tanks, so that works well. Right here we have got our generator hatch. So you could put your generator in there, you could put firewood in there, you could put whatever you like in there. It's more storage. Now on the back, talking about storage, have a look at this. This is quite amazing. So this is a jerry can holder, and this jerry can holder, I'm confident no one's going to steal your jerry can. Okay, so it locks up the top here. It's fully secured, and then padlock goes in the top there. Now underneath that, I've got more storage. So that opens that way, it's very clever. So that's a little storage spot. And then come around the back, I've got a wood box here. So that's brilliant. I've got an access hatch here. So that's just to access the back of the hot water service if we need to get to the connectors or whatever in there. So that's very easy to access. Now down here, for those extra tools or bits and pieces that you like to take with you, have a look at this. That's a very cool drawer. So more storage space. It's actually ridiculous, the amount of storage space. So that just slides that way. And then coming on, that's our spare wheel, of course, and another jerry can holder here for our second jerry can, and another storage box underneath there. So really, this Caravan, by the time we look at the box on the front, all this gear on the back, is there anything you can't take with you? Well, of course there is, because you've got to still look at your overall weight, even though it can go up to 3,980 kilos. So it's got just under 900 kilos of payload, which is really a lot, but you still got to be careful, because if you go crazy, yeah, you could go over that, you know. Okay, what else have we got? Something really exciting, new, different, this door. So this is a brand new door. It has either a key, shut that, either a key, or you can get in with the security code, so you don't necessarily have to take your key with you. Great if you like to go for a run or something, don't want to have your keys with you. Just get in with the keypad. Now the step, that's connected to the door, and that automatically goes out when you open the door and in when you shut the door. So that's very cool. Opens that way. Now to separate the door, so that you've got the fly one, just lift the handle up, and then you've got the security mesh. Very cool door. All right. So I'm going to do that one more time. Open up. Out comes the step. Beautiful. All right, well that's really a quick summary of the outside. I did promise you that we were going to have a look at the airbag suspension. So let's go around the back and poke our heads underneath. So if you bend down here, I don't know how well you can see from there, but you can see it's got 2 shock absorbers and an airbag for each wheel, and then the big XT trailing arms, which are super strong. And that's going to absorb your vibrations. It's going to be the best thing you can get for corrugation. It's awesome. So yeah, that's the Cruisemaster XT Air suspension. While we're here, you can see that we've covered the bottom with checker plate, all the tanks and things, and then also the floor itself, the underneath of the floor is also covered with a checker plate, aluminium checker plate sheet. So that's part of why it's so heavy. It's really well protected. All right. So before we go inside, I've just realised I've missed a couple of things. So it does have a grey water tank, which you probably saw when we were having a look underneath. It's also got an external shower, which is up here, and it's got the big work lights on the back and the front. And of course the safety date camera, which is standard on all the Hilltops. All right, let's go inside. I'll let you go in first, have a look around. It's a really beautiful Caravan, and I'll be in a moment. So, what do you think? There's a lot, isn't there? But it's beautiful. Different cabinetry from our normal Hilltops. Starting at the door, we've got a pantry here, which you can't see from over there. But I'm going to get you actually to come and have a look, because this is awesome. So, right here at the door, we've got all that storage space. Not only useful, but really convenient as well. So that's just inside the door. And then, I'll just shut those doors up. What we've done with this one is we've done the cabinets with the catches, concealed catches underneath, and they lift up that way. All right. So we've also done matching colour for the inside as well as the outside of the cabinetry, and it really is beautiful. Of course, we've got gas struts and high quality hinges up the top there. So that's really beautiful. We've also, I'm going to turn off these bulkhead lights for a minute. We've also got our concealed lighting up here above the cupboard, and if you look down at the floor, we've got the same thing. We've got the kickback down the bottom, which is recessed, and then the lights inside in there. So I'll turn some of these lights back on so we can see well. We've done black sinks and taps with the filter tap, so that's got the filter tap there, filtered water comes out there, water straight from the hose or the tanks comes out there. Full oven, which is standard, 1 electric, 3 gas burners, gas gorilla, you know what I mean, gorilla, and fan forced gas oven. Now having a look at the cabinetry, again all finished inside with matching timber, same as what we've used on the external walls, as you can see up here, and it really is beautiful. Full length ball bearing runners, stuff like that. Footrests, these are the recessed ones, so they come up that way and come back down like that. I won't leave it up for the minute, but they've just got the supports underneath. These are recessed, which means they're less likely to catch your foot or your jeans or something on them, and they look just a bit more finished, a bit neater. Dometic 7 air conditioner. We've got the Dometic dust reduction system, so that's a must-have if you're going to go off-grid, off sealed roads. That's really the more important thing. So that will give you positive pressure filtered air. There's a filter up in there. To change the filter, just drop down the cover like that, and the filter comes out to change it. We've got Sirocco fans, one on each side of the bed. We've got cubby holes here for your book and your phone and whatever else you choose to put in there. That's our heating space. Diesel heater, so that's the controls for the diesel heater. Diesel heater blows out from under the middle of the bed, just there, down the bottom. What else do I have to show you? These are the new windows that we were talking about outside. So they're flat on the outside, and then they've got trimmed down fly wire, which is that very fine mesh. So we'll call that midgie proof, and then pull up flat blinds. All right, and then separate it away or put it halfway or wherever you want it. So very beautiful, very sleek and modern. So as usual with the Hilltop vans, we try to use all available space for storage. So we've got little corner cupboards down the bottom on both sides of the bed and corner cupboards up the top. Again, beautifully finished and right there at the end of the bed. Next to the bed, I missed over here, we've got wireless phone chargers. So those ones you just put your phone on and they start charging. You don't need the wires. They've also got a USB charging point on them as well. So they're great. I have used them, and for me, they work really well. That's your big TV bracket, so that can face either the bed or the lounge. It comes with a large 28-inch smart TV. And so that's perfect to use as a TV, or also to use with your Starlink connection, so that wherever you go, you can stream, you can watch movies, whatever you would probably watch at home. We've done this one with cafe seating, and being 21 foot and cafe seating, it's really spacious. I'm not going to knock knees. I guess a big enough person might knock knees with me, or if someone wants to prove by sitting like that, but other than that, it really is spacious. There's a lot of room and a good sized table. Alright, so the proportions are just right. USB charging points, so this one here, that's got one USB-C and one USB-A charging point on it, and of course 240 volt power there. So let's keep moving to the fridge. I might swap spots with you. So this is the Dometic compressor fridge. So it's a 224 litre, so it's pretty big, and it's compressor. So it runs either off 12 volt or 240 volt. That's the freezer up the top there. So again, lots and lots of freezer and fridge space. And being a compressor, in very hot climates, they do tend to work better than three-way. And with a battery system like this one's got, you've got heaps of power for that fridge. So no issues there at all. Having a look at the door, and you might say, oh yeah, that's just the door to the ensuite. But it's again in the matching timber finish, which is really beautiful, really different from most vans that just use a plain white door. It's much more classy, much more stylish. The Thetford ceramic bowl toilet, heaps of storage here at the top, so that's above our hot water service, which we saw from the outside, and our generator hatch underneath. Again, plenty of room, even blokes with big shoulders, plenty of room there on the toilet, no issue at all. Not saying my shoulders are that big, but there's room on the side there if you've got bigger shoulders. Top loading washing machine, it's in there. Really that's just for looks and for maintenance if you need to get the machine out. And then you've got drawers underneath the basin there. Mirrored shower door with the black trim, really see yourself in it. And then nice big shower again with the black fittings, and very beautifully finished. So that's a fully moulded shower, no possibility of water leaks, and really good size. I didn't show you the Fusion sound system. We did talk about it outside, so that's just up here. So that has awesome sound. That's really your top of the range sound system for any Caravan. So I think that's really it. Without going into all the details of everything, I think I've shown you how beautiful the van is. I do notice standing here that we've got huge drawers under the seats. Again, it's to be able to use the space as best you can. Most vans do have storage space under the seat, but a lot of them don't put drawers. They either put fold down flaps, or they put, you have to take the cushion off and then take the cover off. It's not really practical to use it that way. With drawers, it's really easy to access that space. Put it in there, shut the drawer, get to it whenever you want. So it makes it really easy. Of course, there is storage under the bed. The inverter, the DC to DC charger, all that gear is under the bed. But there's still plenty of storage space under there. So this one, it's a great van. It's a beautiful Caravan. It's got lots of extras. Take it as it is with everything on it, or go, hang on, no, I like those extras, maybe I could put them onto my Hilltop Caravan without necessarily doing everything that's on this van. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.